Flam? Oh, do go ahead, brother.
No. I want to hear what's on your mind first.
Well, I don't know about you, Flam, but I feel our days are numbered.
I hate to agree with you, but I cannot disagree. After that huge debacle we faced in Las Pegasus, word is sure to spread fast. Soon, no pony will want to dabble in any of our products or pitches ever again.
Right you are. Everything we've built has come crumbling down within an afternoon. How many bits do we have to our names, Flam?
Just 10. It might be enough for one night in the cheapest motel. We may have to resort to selling off some of our belongings.
Well, let's just try to make do with what we—
Wait! What is that over there? Baron von Barter's Oddity Bazaar.
Rather strange, wouldn't you say? This is certainly not an ideal location for any business.
I say we check it out. You never know what you'll find in places like this.
Oh, well, right you are, Flam. Please, after you.
No, I insist.
Oh, no. I insist.
Well,
I insist one of you make up your mind before I lose mine. I can hear you innate back and forth from here.
Wow, this place is filled with
Oddities indeed.
Ah, there you are. I am Baron von Barter, and welcome to my bazaar.
Salutations, good sir. He's Flim.
He's Flam, and we're curious. What exactly are you selling here?
I see you recognize that this is not your typical antique shop, but I can guarantee that you will find what you did not know you were looking for.
Quite the sales pitch.
Please try not to disrupt the animals. They can be quite a menace if agitated.
I did no such thing. I was simply minding my own business.
Perhaps you were afraid. This particular species has a keen sense of smell when it comes to the pheromones we release when frightened.
Afraid? Oh, no. It's merely curiosity, my fine fellow. Morbid curiosity.
What do we have here? Strange shape, strange design. Is this some sort of box? A chest?
Ah, you have an eye for relics, Mr. Flim.
Relic? Just what sort of relic is this?
That, my friend, is an ancient fortune teller. Long ago, ponies who have claimed to be blessed with psychic power would use this to peer into some pony's future. You'll notice that the base it is resting upon can spin, and each side of the box is decorated with an image of a scale. If the scales are neutral, the psychic would bestow fair knowledge of their future. Nothing grand, but nothing dire. On one dish is a symbol of a wing, representing good fortune such as freedom, absconding from illness or sadness, maybe wealth or fame.
And what, pray tell, might be the meaning behind the skull on this other dish?
Well, you may use your imagination to decipher the meaning behind that one.
Flam, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
One more scheme before we shove off to start anew?
Just a harmless little venture. We could tell some pony's future that's so distant.
It could take years before they realize it was a lie.
Exactly, brother of mine. The bits we make from this can really help us in the long run.
Why, it's genius.
The only problem is, if this is indeed a relic as he claims, surely he'll charge a fortune for it. Certainly no 10 bits.
Oh, I've got the solution. Just follow my lead.
So, were you fine gentlecoats thinking of making a purchase?
It is a nice box, no doubt about it, though I seem to recall seeing similar antiquities in the gift shops in Las Pegasus, and those seem to be in much finer condition, as well as higher quality products.
I dare say it does pose a striking resemblance to the ones on sale at Diamond Horseshoe.
Yes, that's precisely right. I remember now. The trimmings on those were gold, whereas these appear to be brass of some kind.
Well worth the 10-bit price tag on those.
Not exactly much of an oddity, this little box.
My oh my. It sounds as though you two are purveyors of these types of mementos.
Yes, indeed, this box doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary for us.
One could even be inclined to believe this is one of the lowest quality productions of these boxes I've ever seen. The horrid condition.
And the severe lack of any of the exquisite detailing we've seen on other boxes of this same nature lead me to believe this might even run for less than 10 bits.
You don't say.
Now, you did claim this to be a relic. Would you happen to have a certificate of authenticity to prove such a thing?
Oh, dear me. I never thought something like that would be required for me to provide.
No certification.
And such poor quality. We can see that your shop must be in dire need of sales, so we'd be willing to make you an offer.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. What did you have in mind, dear sir?
It may surprise you, but I will offer you 5 bits for it.
Oh, dear. I certainly wasn't expecting the value of it to be that low. Especially not after the lengths I went through to obtain it.
Well, I can understand your side of the situation. If you find the offer to be unfair, perhaps we should just be on our way.
Allow me to make a counteroffer.
Now we've got him.
Indeed we do.
Why don't we meet somewhere in between 5 and 10? Say, 8 bits?
You seem like an honest sales pony, Mr. Barter. And interesting wares such as these are quite fascinating. We'd hate to see you have to close up shop for good.
But even so, 8 still seems a tad too high for the item in question. Tell you what, we'll raise it up to 7, but that will be our final offer.
Well, consider it a deal, good sirs. Would you two like a receipt?
Oh, that won't be necessary. Good luck to you and your business.
We'll be sure to spread the word about your wares. I'm sure some pony's bound to take an interest.
How very kind of you. Good luck to you both. I hope you enjoy your purchase.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Once again, Flam, your quick wits are impeccable.
Why, thank you, Flim, but now that we have it, how shall we proceed?
Let's head for the closest town and set up shop. We have just about everything we could need in our carriage. We'll need a story, something grandiose to fill them with wonder. Once we attract one curious pony, more are sure to flock to hear their ever so promising futures.
And if said town just so happens to be Ponyville?
Well, then maybe some disguises will be in order. But I doubt Ponyville is anywhere nearby. Good evening, Ponyville. I'm Whim.
And I'm Wham.
Step right up for the chance of a lifetime. A chance for a glimpse into your future.
Preposterous, you might say? Well, my friends, that is why we bring you the almighty mystical powers of the Looking Box.
This ancient artifact was once used centuries ago as a conduit for fortune tellers long past.
We discovered it deep within an endless cavern in the hollow shades. It was as though a disembodied voice had been beckoning us from afar and wouldn't let us go until we uncovered what it wanted us to find.
It guided us to what we thought was a dead end. However, as any intrepid explorer will tell you, you never know what's hiding beneath the surface. You see, after several grueling hours of digging, we unearthed this relic. With just a single spin, Wham and I were enlightened.
Our eyes were open to what lay ahead of us, and it was destiny for us to travel across Equestria, to carry out its purpose and help illuminate the path set before you that was once shrouded in darkness.
To bestow upon you the knowledge of the good, or the grand fortune to come your way.
Or to warn you of the dangers that lurk within the beyond. Come forth and you soon shall know.
Women Wham, huh? You wouldn't happen to be related to those Flim brothers, would you?
Can't say the names ring any bells, ma'am.
Yes, just who are they anyway?
They're just a couple of no-good con artists. If you ever meet them, steer clear of them. They'd snatch every bit in your pocket if they could.
Well, wherever they are, I'm sure they'll, get what's coming to them.
Agreed. But now, would you care to have your fortune told, miss?
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Why not?
I'm seeing something.
As am I.
It's so foggy. Tell me, your passion, your career.
Yeah, I'm a painter. I just wish I had better luck with getting them sold.
Yes, unfortunate circumstances you've been put in indeed. You feel it might become hopeless, and you might even become desperate.
What? Oh, I knew I should have just quit a long time ago.
Not so hasty, as there's something more.
There is?
A glimmer of hope. No, much more radiant than that. One of your pieces, one you have yet to create, is so captivating that it attracts the eyes of tens, no, hundreds, no, so much more than that.
You mean like in a museum?
Oh, yes. And after that, it only skyrockets from there.
Wow, I have to get to work. Thank you, Women Wham.
Go and fulfill your destiny! After what that pony said about us, I would have been much more happy to tell them their misfortune, if you catch my drift.
Yes, but if we want to keep these customers flowing in, we must refrain from doing so. All of Ponyville must share the same views of us by now, but soon, they'll be sharing their bits without even knowing it.
So, who will be next? Just 2 bits to know your future.
See, Flam? Come one.
Come all, as they say.
Whoa! Thanks, Woman Wham. To think my pet albatross will actually be coming back to me. I've gotta go tell my uncle.
Do you think his albatross might actually come back?
Oh, not a chance.
Well, that's the last of them.
I must say, I'm quite surprised that party pooper Twilight Sparkle isn't around, nor any of her do-gooder friends.
They must be on some mission saving whatever or what have you. We've truly lucked out this time around, Flim.
I couldn't agree more. What in the... What's happening?
Flim, look. The box.
It opens?
It plays music? Ah! It's so bright! What's going on here?
Ugh, thank goodness that's over. Just what in Luna's night was that?
More importantly, what's happened to the town's ponies? Torches?
Pitchforks?
Quick, grab the bits and let's scram.
Way ahead of you.
I can't believe it. An angry mob.
How could they have caught on to our tactic so quickly?
I don't know, but their appearance is so frightfully uncanny. Not at all like they looked before. They look more like...
Whoa! My back.
Hush! I think we lost them.
That's wonderful, but could you please get off my back now?
Oh, my apologies, brother of mine.
Excuse me.
Ah!
Who are you two, and what are you doing here?
Thanks, Celestia, and you're not a ghost.
What?
We don't know if that's actually what we saw. Get a grip of yourself.
Well, I don't know how else you'd explain that.
I don't have time for this. I'm trying to find my creative stride here, and you two are butting into my headspace.
Well, we do apologize, but, what exactly do you mean? And who even are you?
If you must know, I'm Raven Inkwell, and I'm searching for a muse. Something that will set me down the path to a truly captivating and thrilling tale. An ode to the night. A unique narrative that takes something we've seen before and transforms it into something completely new. I'm trying to write a book.
Oh. And how is that going for you?
It was fine until you... What's the point? It wasn't working even before you showed up. I've been pacing these dark and gloomy woods for hours and still nothing! I want this to be my first great novel, and so far, I don't know if it'll ever happen. Wait, aren't you those Flam brothers?
What? No! We are the...
The wonderful Whim Wham siblings, miss?
No, I'm pretty sure you're Flim and Flam. What brings you two back to Ponyville? Come to try and run the Apple family out of business again?
I told you these disguises weren't convincing.
You liar! These disguises were all your idea!
Oh, please. Do you, madam, think I would come up with such a stupid disguise?
I think you both came up with stupid disguises.
Ha! Your ideas are no smarter than mine.
Well, then that makes your ideas not very smart at all, now does it?
Why, you...
Hey, what's that thing you've got there?
Oh, it's just my trusty satchel. Certainly nothing to be curious about.
Not that. That.
What in the... How did this get in my hoof?
Brother, why did you carry the fortune box with you?
I didn't. I don't remember ever grabbing it before they were after us.
What do you mean? Who was after you?
Well,
how
see,
to
we,
explain?
What are you doing?
Wow, this is an interesting little thing indeed. This is a fortune box, you said? How does it work?
Honestly, ma'am, that's a bit irrelevant at this moment.
You see, we are on a very tight schedule and need to get moving as quickly as possible.
Oh, come on! Tell me the story behind this thing. It's the least you can do for... Oh, hello, every pony. Strange. Why are you all dressed up for Nightmare Night already?
Miss Inkwell?
You don't understand.
I gotta say, those old village pony outfits really are convincing. And who brought along the fog machine? Because that is such a nice touch. And those pitchforks look really... authentic. Sorry, fellows. You can have this back now. Run!
What? Wait!
Don't just leave us here! She's so fast.
Where did she go? Whoa!
Thank goodness.
Whew, you really saved our hides back there.
I suppose we really do owe you one. How's about a couple bits for the trouble, and we'll be right on our way?
How's about an explanation instead? What were those ponies, and why were they chasing us?
I'd wager you wouldn't believe it even if we told you.
Try me.
Well, upon purchasing this peculiar little box from an antique shop, we happened to be traveling through town.
Traveling through town in disguises with clearly made-up names.
With a reputation like ours, you'd do the same, no?
Fair enough, I suppose. Go on.
Suddenly, a blinding flash of light emitted from this contraption, and bang! Next thing we knew, we're being chased by these ghastly figures.
So this box is what caused this. Do either of you mind telling me exactly how this box works?
Supposedly, with a spin of the base, one is able to decipher the fate of a pony dictated by which of the different scales it indicates.
How does that work when every scale is the same?
The same? What do you mean?
Flam, each side has the scale with the skull outweighing the wing.
How can that even be? It's just painted on.
Does this mean we're doomed?
Well, that's why they're after us. They want our souls, I tell you.
What are we going to do?
Relax. You're going to relax and listen.
It's easy for you to say. You're not the one being hunted by apparitions.
On the contrary, I think those specters are just as much after me now as they are you.
Beg your pardon?
You see, when it comes to anything that's cursed or possessed by malicious spirits...
This thing is cursed?
Could you two please stop speaking in unison?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, no, please. After you.
You allowed me to enter the shop first, so it's only fair
Anyway, these things usually come with a set of rules and guidelines.
Well, that's lucky. Harbingers of Doom happen to come with instruction manuals.
I didn't say that. but as an aspiring writer, I've familiarized myself with all types of literature, and horror novels happen to be some of my favorites. Typically, whoever enters the haunted house or comes into contact with the cursed object automatically becomes a target. Since I touched it, I am now also a potential victim.
And you sound calm about that.
Oh, not at all. Trust me, I'm very, very excited.
That's not...
Not to put a damper on this, but aren't horror movies purely fantastical?
Unless it's based on a true story, yes. But with a mob of ghostly ponies chasing after you with pitchforks, torches, and piercing glowing retinas, do you have any other suggestions?
So, how exactly do these stories play out?
Well, in this case, you've unconsciously released a spirit. Several, actually. Luckily, there are also several ways this problem can be solved.
There are. Do tell.
Usually, the main characters end up solving the problem by distancing themselves as far away as possible from it, or...
Say no more. In my younger days, I used to be quite the hoofball player.
That was elementary school, Flam.
So what? I'll fling this thing so far, there's no way any pony will find it.
Oh, brother.
Door! Flim! How is that possible? This thing's a box, not a boomerang.
Ugh, I don't know, but let's not do that again.
Guys, I hear them. They're coming back.
Then come on, we've no time to waste.
Are we quite distanced enough yet?
I believe so.
Well, what are you two waiting for? Time for the next experiment.
Which is what, exactly?
Well, if you let me finish earlier, I was going to say the next option would be to destroy the object, completely severing any tie between you and it.
Sounds easy enough. Stand back, Miss Inkwell. This could get messy.
Ah! What are you doing?
Any damage?
To the box? No. But the damage done to Flim's face on the other hoof.
Oh, my apologies again, Flim. Perhaps I should try something bigger.
How about we try magic? All three of us are unicorns, after all.
A brilliant idea. Let's set the box down, get ourselves ready.
And since I get the sneaking suspicion you two are better spellcasters than I shall sit this one out way over here.
I hope you still have a good view, Flim. You're about to see this wretched box burst into a million pieces.
Ready, and...
Fire!
Again, not a scratch.
Oh, now this is just preposterous.
Maybe if I zapped the box and you, Flam, smashed it with something right after?
Indeed. We should also try it multiple times to ensure that...
I've got a better idea. Take a heavy stone, tie it around the box, and then we take it all the way to the cliffside.
I like where this is going. Very creative so far.
Flim, wait for us!
And then you toss it into the ocean where no pony will find it again. And we all lived happily ever after. How's that for an ending to this tale, Inkwell?
I say, that was exemplary.
I'm not sure. Usually when the characters think they've solved the problem rather easily and quickly, it ends up being a...
Ah!
Did that dolphin just...
Aha! Just as I predicted. A fake out.
a fake out?
Yes, it's a common tactic used in storytelling to lure the audience into a false sense of...
It's pointless! We can't run away from it, we can't get rid of it, and we can't even put a scratch on it!
We're going to be cursed for the rest of our days.
Let's not give up hope so easily, brother. There's other methods we can try, right?
Yes, there is one more method, and this one has proven to be the most effective.
What is it?
Tell us.
These spirits are clearly angry and restless. The only thing that can end this for sure is to find out why they refuse to pass on, and put the spirits to rest by easing their pain, and give them the closure they so desperately want.
That's ridiculous. They're not in pain, they want to cause pain. We need an alternative.
I've got one. We should bring this to Baron von Barter and make him take it back. He sold it to us without mentioning anything about a curse, so he'll have to.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Which way is this Baron?
Well, we'd have to head back the way we came and... Or maybe not.
What do we do now? We've got nowhere to run.
We have to jump.
Out of all your ideas, that sounds like the worst one.
You'll be fine, just go!
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa!
Flam, you're next.
Oh no, I don't do too well with heights, so just give me a moment to collect myself.
And now, I will stay behind for just a moment longer for dramatic effect, and to look heroic as I do my best to ward off the spirits. Back! Back, I say! Oh, and there should be action, too. This might not have any effect, but here goes.
Huh? What's going on? Where am I?
What the? You're just a pony?
What's happening? Raven Inkwell? Is that... Wait a minute. Have you seen my pet albatross?
That albatross of yours flew away like 7 years ago. Suffice to say, he's probably not coming back. Okay, maybe he will come back. Oh.
What was that for?
Indeed. We could have met our untimely demise in a watery grave.
You guys won't believe what I just saw.
Well, I, for one, saw my life flash before my eyes.
One of the spirits just became a normal pony for just a moment. A pony that recognized me. I'm beginning to think that these aren't just conjured spirits, but also a case of possession.
Possession?
Yes. They must have overtaken the bodies of pony villains to interact within our physical space. This makes things even more interesting than before.
Oh my, how much more interesting can this possibly get?
I'm glad you asked.
He wasn't really...
A possession may require a special ritual to rid the spirit from the host, but usually this is done by one with a strong connection to the spirit world. But usually that character ends up croaking and the ritual is taken over by the partner who wasn't as connected.
Let's not discuss the idea of croaking.
Well, let's hope Mr. Von Barter is just the pony we need.
There it is, Baron Von Barter's Bazaar.
Let's hurry before those ghouls show up. Mr. Barter!
We'd like to have a few words with you.
Flim und Flam. I had a feeling I'd be seeing you two again.
Whoa, such intriguing creatures. I've never seen anything like them.
Well now, who is this to whom I might have the pleasure of addressing?
Raven Inkwell, aspiring and struggling author.
Perhaps I could offer you something to ease your troubles.
Actually, we have much more pressing matters to discuss.
You sold us this box and we demand some answers. What did you really sell us?
Whatever do you mean? It's a low-quality reproduction of a common antique. Is it not?
Why, you...
Mr. Von Barter, if I may ask you a question?
But of course, anything for the mayor. What do you wish to know?
Are you aware of any supernatural presence surrounding this box?
Well, since you asked so kindly, I will gladly explain. There once was a mayor who claimed to have possessed extraordinary abilities. She came to a small pilgrim village with a box just like this one. In reality, a simple music box that was made to look like something completely outlandish. As Flim and Flam have pointed out to me, this box is just a reproduction, But if it were to be the exact same box, it would have been used by this mare to take a glimpse into the unforeseen. And she would prophesize events that were sure to come in any pony's life. Of course, such insight would not be free of charge. She would spin and spin this box. As they paid her bit by bit, she promised them all their health, happiness, and riches, all foretold by a worthless toy. It was the perfect scheme.
What happened next?
Well, the poor mare's ruse was uncovered. The villagers found that none of her predictions were true. In fact, everything that could go wrong went wrong. Disease, famine, drought, it all befell the village within a matter of days. With nothing left to lose, they decided to take matters into their own hooves and hunt the mare who had stolen their bits, and filled their hearts with false hopes. They found her en route to her next destination and chased her into the woods. They were relentless and their pursuit lasted from day to night.
Did she escape?
As a matter of fact, she did, but not without a little help. She stumbled across a home of an Enchantress hidden within the marsh. The two of them struck a deal. She would rid of her pursuers in exchange for every bit she had. What an Enchantress would need bits for is beyond me. But the mare had no reason to object. She casts a spell into the box, and when those villagers finally caught up to her, their very essence was drawn straight in, leaving behind nothing but stoic, mindless, emotionless husks of who those ponies used to be. After that, they were commanded to head back to their homes, and so they did. The mare wanted nothing to do with the box after that, so she gave it and every bit she had to the Enchantress.
So, she lived happily ever after?
No pony knows. But if I had to guess, after losing everything, I imagine she wasn't quite as happy as one might think.
A bunch of malarkey.
Nothing but a tall tale fit to scare fillies.
We are through listening to your ludicrous mumbo-jumbo and demand that you take back your cursed witch box because we are making a return.
Yes, of course. May I please see your receipt?
Beg your pardon?
The receipt. Every pony knows you need your receipt if you're going to make a return. Oh, that's right. You did not want one.
Is this some kind of joke to you?
Perhaps.
I'd like to share a few words with your manager.
As you wish.
Well, where's your manager?
You're looking right at him. How may I assist you?
Why, you...
If you'd like to file a formal complaint, you'll need to start by filling out this form.
Form?
Guys?
Make sure you provide a detailed description of the issue you are having, and allow us to process your complaint within 2 or 3 business weeks.
2 to 3 weeks?
Guys?
What kind of business are you running here? I demand to see your vendor's license.
You, sir, are going to take back your box of horrors and refund us our 7 bits.
Oh, that's what it's always about with you, isn't it? Bits. You two are so stricken with greed that you just couldn't bear to part with the measly 10 bits you walked in with. No, instead, you had to save every bit you possibly could.
Excuse us?
You knew that the box was a truly one-of-a-kind item, and were so afraid my price would be ludicrous, so you lied your way to a discount. So low you might as well have gotten it for free. You two and your pathetic pity talk. For me and my business, as you saw fit to rob me blind.
How in Equestria did you know all of that?
Who are you exactly?
Guys!
What is it?
We might want to speed this up because I feel like the climax is about to happen.
The what?
Look!
Oh no, they found us!
Looks like you two certainly have gotten more than you've bargained for.
Enough with these games!
You are going to take back this box or else.
Careful, Flam. You don't know how thin of ice you are treading.
How's about I break the ice right now?
Good. Give me a reason to.
Mr. Von Barter, if I may, he might not be able to accept the return, but isn't there something we can do to separate the link between us and these spirits? Maybe a ritual of some sort?
A ritual? Of course. You're a very knowledgeable pony, Miss Inkwell.
Oh, well, thank you very...
But I will not share such knowledge with the likes of them. I think they've gotten exactly as they deserved. Now, the matter is in their hooves.
But you don't understand. I also touched the box.
It does not matter who touches the relic. Only whoever claims it as their own will need to deal with the consequences should things go awry. So, you, madame, are free to go. And as for me, I must say, auf Wiedersehen.
Now you wait just a minute.
We're not through with you yet.
Sorry, but we are closed.
Where did he go?
What happened to the shop? Everything's vanished.
They're getting in. Quick, we need to bar the door.
Yes, good idea.
Right.
Perfect. This should hold them until we come up with a plan.
I'm a bit puzzled, Raven.
As am I. Baron said you weren't cursed. Wouldn't you know...
Scram while you still had the chance.
And leave you two to deal with the ghouls alone? Number one, I think that'd be really out of character for me to do at this point. Character consistency is important in storytelling. Number two, I agreed to help you solve this. Whether I'm cursed or not, I'm not going anywhere. Also, I'm really curious to find out how this ends.
Oh, we're trapped. These ghosts are waiting to siphon our souls out of our bodies, and none of this would be happening if you hadn't made the decision to buy that box.
You're blaming this on me? We could have passed this freakish establishment and continued on our way, but you insisted we take a look.
Flim?
Not to mention, you were the one who conned the store owner into lowering the price of the box. Had you not let your mischievous, deceitful tactics get in the way, we wouldn't have purchased the box.
You dare call me mischievous and deceitful? Just how many false prophecies have you told today? How many ponies did you lie to? All for that bag of bits.
You want the bits? You can have them.
Not after your filthy hooves have soiled them.
Enough already! I don't care who's responsible for what, so instead of you two fighting until the spirits break in, I'll make this easy. Sell me the box.
What?
I buy the box, they'll be off your tails, and I'll go learn the ritual myself.
But
you can't.
I'll be fine. As for you two, go. I hope you can sort out your problems.
Was there always a back door?
Now what have we done, Flim? We couldn't find a way to rid ourselves of these ghouls, but we sure know how to blame each other for it.
Very true. And now we've just passed the burden along to Miss Inkwell. Our problem is solved, but it doesn't feel right. I suppose in profiting off all those overly sentimental friendship lessons back in Las Pegasus, some of them must have unwittingly rubbed off on me.
I hate to think back to that debacle, but you're right, brother of mine. I don't know what's come over me either, but we cannot allow this to transpire. There must be something that we can do.
But we're of no use. Baron said that whoever makes the deal is bound to the curse.
But what about the story? The villagers were searching for the mare with the box, yes, but Weren't they actually after?
Wait, do you think...
I believe I am, brother. But then wouldn't we be...
Without a doubt. It's not exactly the most desirable outcome, yet I see no other alternative.
We cannot allow those ghastly apparitions to attack the first pony to show us an inkling of kindness since Lost Pegasus. Curse that corny Princess Twilight Sparkle and her contagious conscience.
There's not a moment to lose. Let's go, Flam.
Hey, you ectoplasmic specters! I've got the box now, so come on!
Not so fast!
You fiends wouldn't want to miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime, would you?
Flim? Flam? What are you doing?
Sorting out our problem, Miss Inkwell. Just as you said. Now then, you hungry villagers don't want that dingy old box, no siree.
We've got something even better than that pointless thing. You want new clothes, water, medicine, and even the tastiest hay burgers you've ever tasted?
Well, you won't be able to have any of that without these.
This is what you're after, isn't it? The bits that were wrongfully taken from you.
They're all yours. Rightfully so.
Well, it looks like this is the end. It has been an honor, brother.
Same to you, brother. Same to you.
What's happening? They're not chasing us.
And they're not tearing us to smithereens?
Guys, you did it!
No, we did it.
If it weren't for you, I don't think we'd ever figure out what to do.
You know, after years of scamming and conning, giving back what we've taken during this one felt surprisingly good.
My apologies, Miss Inkwell. I do recall you saying we should quit the synchronization.
It's actually not a bad quirk. I think I'll use it for a couple characters in my book.
Well, I wish we could read that book eventually, but...
We need to leave as soon as possible. After all the news that's spread about us, we won't be able to find a place for us anywhere.
But at least you found your muse. We won't be needing that box anymore. It's best you keep it.
Are you kidding? I've got 3 muses. The box, you, and you. If I'm gonna write this story, edit it, publish it, and sell it, I'm gonna need some help. Would you two care to join me?
We'd love to, but...
Wouldn't our names keep ponies away from your book?
Not when they hear about all the good press about you.
Huh?
I've helped write plenty of articles for the paper, so I'll be sure to write an article about what you two have done today. Plus, I think the based on a true story tagline would help sell this book even more so. Not only that, but you've saved all of these pony villains from an eternity as hosts to brainwashed, vengeful spirits. Princess Twilight Sparkle will be so thankful for your heroism, and I will be there to corroborate the story.
That might prove to be a bit difficult.
Twilight Sparkle and her friendship posse just might despise us by now.
Well, it might take a little convincing, but I will see to it that it works. She is the Princess of Friendship after all, and with you two as my friends, I'm sure she'll come around.
That's rather touching, Miss Inkwell. I think I speak for the both of us when I say we value your friendship more than... well...
But more than anything, is what I think you're trying to say.
Right you are, Flam. Right you are. Excuse me? Where are we, and what happened? Well, soon-to-be famous author?
Tell them the truth. The whole truth.
Why, don't mind if I do. Follow me, every pony. I'll tell you on the way home. There I was, pacing the forest, hoping inspiration would strike me at any given moment. Then I came across these two, Flim and Flam.
Well, call me surprised. I didn't think they actually had it in them.
If only that foolish false prophet would have figured that out on her own. Looks like it takes 2 to undo one's mistake. Now, this will be a fun tale to tell.